What's going on, y'all? Got another good idea here to share today. You see the title of the video is How to Find a Woman of Your Dreams. Or if you're a woman, how to find a man of your dreams. It's up to you. Check this out. I heard a great story one time, and I heard the story and I applied it to my life, and it worked. I got the woman of my dreams. I'm living with her. I'm married to her. She got my child in her. We about to have a beautiful life together. But check this out. I heard this story one time. This guy, when he finally decided he was ready to get in a relationship, looking for love, he was looking for a wife, he talked about how he got a journal. And this is what I did. He got a journal. I got a journal. I started writing about the kind of woman I wanted, the kind of wife I wanted, the kind of life I wanted to live. Specifically, writing about the woman is how you find the woman of your dreams. You have to dream about her. You have to think about her. You have to get alone. You have to get quiet. You have to look within. Write about where you want her to come from. What kind of values do you want her to have? What kind of principles do you want her to live by? Do you want her to have what kind of job do you want her to have? Do you want her to have an education? What kind of family do you want her to come from? Do you want her to have kids? Do you not want her to have kids? Do you want her to have a future family of your kids? You know, this is stuff you have to think about in order to create the kind of woman that you want. Because if you don't do this, let me share this. If you don't do this, if you don't identify what it is that you want, you will take anything that you can get. So all these side chicks, side dudes, people inboxing you on Facebook, somebody who's just gonna hook, line, and sinker and get them one real fast, that's what you'll get stuck with if you don't do this. I guarantee it. This is what you'll get stuck with. You can call her the woman of your dreams. You can say it was meant to be, but in reality, if you sit down and you do this and you write out what you want, this is the kind of woman I want. This is what I want her to look like. This is where I want her to come from. This is what I want her to value. This is what type of education I want her to have. This is what I want her to do. And you create this vision of this woman in your head. And not only the vision, you have to write it out. You have to get it down on paper. You have to have the qualities. This dude talked about how he wrote a 40-page journal of the woman that he wanted. 40 pages. I wrote one page. I think it was two. I got it at the house somewhere. I might have to dig it out. After you get it down on paper, you get more specific about what type of woman you're going to even talk to, what type of woman you're going to even approach, what type of woman you even want to be seen with or even associate with. And here's the hit right here. Once you're able to identify what type of woman you want, where you want her to come from, what you want her to look like, what you want her to be, you have this vision. Hopefully this is your dream girl. That's the point. We're trying to find our dream girl. And once we write it out and identify her, this is what we have to do. We have to get inside of that woman's head. We have to get outside and get in her head and think, this dream girl that I just wrote out, what type of man would she be attracted to? What type of man would she want? What type of man would she want to marry? Would she want to be with? And once we can get in that state of mind to get it to think, what type of man would this woman that I want, what type of man would she be attracted to? That's the man we become right there. And once we become that man right there, that's when we find our dream girl. And when we find our dream girl, it can be the man that she's attracted to. That's how we land it right there. And if you don't do that, you end up with some person that you don't really, I ain't gonna say it. You end up with somebody that's not your dream girl, not your dream man if you're a woman. So give it a shot. Write it down, journal it, think about it, talk about it. Visualize it. And once you're able to visualize it, identify what type of man would this woman want, and then that's the man you must become. And if you don't become that man, you ain't never gonna find the woman you want. I can guarantee that. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. If you think this might work for you, give it a shot. Let me know. Peace.